I'm back. Let's hear what old Newt boy got to say.
Talking earlier about the double standard, the media, 3 years, Russia, based on a bought and paid for Russian disinformation dossier. You can't make this up in a spy novel. Then you've got Robert Mueller's pit bull, Andrew Weissman, writing in the New York Times that he believes that the next attorney general, if it's Biden's, should investigate Trump and, if warranted, prosecute him for potential crimes, going back to Russia, and obstruction on Russia when it was based on a phony dossier. I read that, and I said on the air today on radio, I said, this 3 years this guy did this. And if that's what they want to do, if Biden ever became president, I'd tell Trump, pardon yourself and pardon your family.
I hope we can all understand why that's dangerous. If not, I can explain it. If the president committed no crimes, then why should he need to pardon himself? Right? They can investigate all they want, right? Like, let's say they say, yo, you, being me, Catharsis, you murdered JFK. Well, I'm not really worried about that. If I had the power to pardon myself from that, I wouldn't, because I didn't do anything. If he's claiming that they're setting him up, that's a different thing. I haven't heard that. And even if they have, there's no evidence for it. So him pardoning himself, that is a really bad precedent to set. If the president can pardon himself, what else could he do? Theoretically, we got to take it to its end, right? He could pardon himself for whatever. He could kill someone, pardon himself. He could do treason, pardon himself. War crimes, well, these fools never get themselves from war crimes. No one ever gets busted on that, so he probably don't got to worry, but that's an authoritarian thing, man. That's not small government. That's huge government. That's government so big that it supersedes the people, that it literally is above the law. That's really bad. That's a really bad thing to even want to happen.
These people are based on a phony dossier.
Well, look, I think you have to start with a very simple premise. They hate Trump.
That might be true. These fools do hate Trump, and Russia is, I think, probably a bad avenue to go because, the guy has committed crimes, right? There's crimes to be committed, I'm sure. If you look into it, I'm sure there's fraud. I'm sure there's tax evasion. He claims to have $10 billion, right? And he paid $750 in taxes in 2016 or something like that. I paid more than him. That should be illegal.
They will do anything they can to cause pain to Trump or to cause pain to anybody who's worked for Trump or who has supported Trump or who's spoken out in favor of Trump.
They're going to hurt all the people that Trump likes. Oh, dude, it's so funny because these guys were completely right for the past 4 years to just laugh and laugh and laugh at liberals crying like little bitches. They were totally, totally right to do it because it was hilarious. And now it's funny to see how hypocritical they are doing the same exact thing with far less evidence. But I like this. They don't like Trump. They're on a witch hunt for Trumpy. We don't like it. He should be able to be King God Emperor. Calm down, fucking Newt. Little boyo.
This is a cultural civil war. And these people are playing for blood. And it shouldn't surprise us.
They're playing for blood. What the fuck does that even mean, dude? Seriously. To the people listening to this, I seriously ask you, what do you think he really means when he says they are playing for blood? First off, who are they? We have to ask ourselves this because he hasn't specified. Are they talking about the Democratic establishment? Are they talking about the Democratic voters? Are they talking about all people who hate Trump? He leaves it ambiguous enough so you have to fill it into your mind of who you think it is. That's what makes this guy sound smart, but he's not. This guy's fucking stupid, dude. Let's see him do his mental gymnastics, though.
If
what would you do if
the
power of the pardon is as absolute. Is the president now, based on Weissman's threat, I mean, does he have to pardon himself and his family out the door because they want...
Dude, this dude's pushing it hard, man. This is the second time now he's brought it up. Now he's blatantly asking the guy, should he pardon himself? Huh? Probably because he knows Trump is watching and he wants to give Trump the idea. You can pardon yourself, but that is totally undemocratic, dude. I mean, allowing this guy to pardon himself for any crime, for whatever, that is totally a huge bad precedent to set. How would they feel, let's say, if, I don't even know, who do they hate? Let's say Hillary Clinton was a president and she pardoned herself for Benghazi. Even though, just like Russia, there have been investigations and turned out there was no wrongdoing, yet they're still harping on it, right? So this seems like a good analog for the other side. How do you think these two fine older white salt and pepper gentlemen, or one's salt and pepper and the other one's pure salt, how do you think they would react to Hillary Clinton doing that if she was in office? I would say probably not good, man. And that's why it's so important for us when we're going through these things to not think about it as sides. Am I on this side or am I on that side? We have to have principles. We have to have a solid framework into which we work these problems through to determine how we feel. We can't just listen to people and take their opinion and their spin on it, especially from people who are showing right now in this clip that they don't give a fuck about the Constitution. They don't give a fuck about democracy, and they don't give a fuck about law and order. The president should not be able to pardon himself. If he's innocent, stand up to the rule of law, right? Stand up to the trial and beat it. Beat the trial. They don't care though. Salt, pepper, and salt.
Want to pursue this guy into the grave if that happened?
I think it's something that the president should ask some key attorneys' advice on, including the attorney general. And I think it's a real danger. We have never criminalized the presidency in the way that the left is now talking about.
Criminalize the presidency? So do you think he's going to get charged with being the president? Do you really think that? Again, these are the type of things when these people talk like this, they want you to fill in your own details, and it sounds good, right, if you don't think about it, but what is he really saying? They want to make the presidency illegal for him? Like, that just doesn't even make sense at all. They have charges. They have charges that are legitimate crimes that they say he's broken. Let him stand trial. What's so hard about that?
And this is going to become a very dangerous country if you are faced with the prospect that when you leave office, you go to jail, not because...
Okay, well, I agree with that, dude. It is going to be a very dangerous country if the president can pardon themselves. You wouldn't like that, because then he is above the rule of law, which is bullshit, right? No one should be above the rule of law, including the president. He's our leader. He's supposed to represent us. He's not the leader as in the fact that he gets to do whatever he wants because he's some god among men, right? We have to hold them for what these people are. People, including Trump, including Obama, including fucking Biden. We're going to roast his ass for 4 years if he doesn't do everything we fucking want. But we can't keep living in this world of where there's going to be a significant part of the country who believes that Trump can do absolutely nothing wrong. We can't keep doing this. And this civil war he's talking about, like, why does he even want to brew it? Why do facts and logic not fucking matter now? Like, why can't we think through this and realize that, yeah, Biden's not popular. No one likes this fool. But everyone hates Trump. Not everyone, but he's very divisive is what I should say. And the fact that we're still gripping to this and now he can pardon himself, that is one of the most dangerous things I could ever think to do. And I plead with anyone listening right now to think on why would that be okay in a system that purports democracy, and the rule of law. And this is the law and order president, right? And he wants to pardon himself. That's sketchy. That's really sketchy. But I don't know. Please, if you like what I'm saying here, comment, like, subscribe, try and talk to me. I mean, I'm down. Tweet at me. Peace.